Leona Aglukkaq says she's sorry if it appeared she doesn't care about her constituents. On Monday, Aglukkaq was caught reading the newspaper in the House of Commons, ignoring heated debate about access to food in her northern riding. In an interview with CBC News, Aglukkaq also addresses allegations she tried to quash stories about Northerners scavenging for food at the dump. Margot McDermott has more.
Leona Aglukkaq doesn't do a lot of interviews and rarely apologizes. But today she said she's sorry for reading a newspaper, appearing insensitive during parliamentary questions about food costs in the north.
It was a very bad idea to be reading the newspaper that day, and I want to apologize to my constituents if that was portrayed as being that I don't care, because that's a complete opposite.
Will the Prime Minister tell his minister to put down the newspaper and start doing her job?
Aglukkaq has been under intense pressure all week after an Aboriginal People's Television Network documentary showed residents in Rankin Inlet looking for food in the local dump. Food is hugely expensive north of 60, costing more than twice as much as in southern Canada. The Auditor General's scathing report last week found the Conservatives' Northern Food Subsidy program isn't working. Aglukkaq says she's always considered healthy food a serious issue.
My parents taught me that you don't waste food. Food was scarce, and growing up as a kid, that was what we were taught. And to this day, my mother is very strong about, you can't waste food.
Food costs are also turning political, with protests in several Nunavut communities. And Aglukkaq is fending off reports she called Rankin Inlet's deputy mayor and demanded an apology for his critical comments in the dump story.
Because I haven't spoken to him, I've spoken to no one except to leave a message. And it was really shocking, and it's completely false.
Northern dumps are often seen as sort of informal hardware stores where people scrounge for everything from car parts to furniture. Rankin Inlet's mayor says given the costs, he's not surprised to hear people may also look for food.
If people go to the dump, I don't think they go there to specifically search for food. I think they go there, and if the opportunity is available, they may take it.
But other northern MPs are outraged that people are that desperate.
They may need a piece of some kind of wood or some kind of plastic. But do they go and feed themselves from the dump? No. This is new in Canada, and this is something that needs to be dealt with.
Aglukkaq says she's working to improve the Northern Subsidy program. At the same time, she's clearly trying to smooth over a serious wrinkle in an election year, where the high cost of food could exact its own political cost for her. Margaret McDermott, CBC News, Ottawa.